is Monday during a Georgia football season, which means I got a film study coming for you.
We just stepped on their face with a hobtail boot and broke their nose. We just crushed their face.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is indeed a Monday during a Georgia football season, which means I, of course, have a film study coming for you. Typically, Monday is a great day to be here on the channel. We always give you some type of correction, some type of fix, some type of mistake Monday type of theme film study. Today, not going to be a lot of that. Today is going to be a lot of golf claps and attaboys coming from this channel because I'm going to tell you what. They played a flawless football game defensively and offensively. They did exactly what they needed to do to beat this football team. We said a lot of things going into this football game leading up to the obviously the biggest game of the season to date, right? Said a lot of things, gave a lot of keys, a lot of big things to do, things you have to do to beat this football team. But we said this over and over again on this platform, on a variety of different radio shows that we were on. These pace and space offenses are 2 or 3 consecutive 3 and outs or really, really tight possessions combined with the opposition's offense walking you, death marching you. There are 2 death marches and a couple of 3 and outs from the football game no longer being a football game, no longer being a contest. The same thing happened inside of Neyland Stadium in 2020, okay, or 2021 rather. Okay, that great defense piled up a couple of possessions, couple of 3 and outs in a row, midway through the second quarter, midway through the third quarter, start the second half. All the while, Georgia's offense is going on 8 minutes, 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, scoring drives. You don't have the ball for what feels like 2 entire quarters. Okay, Georgia's football team opened this football game Saturday with 3 scoring drives that totaled 12 plays in the first half. The next 2 times they touched it, they went on scoring drives that amounted 27 total plays and took off 13 minutes of the play clock, game clock. Game over. Game over. You can tell. You can talk about the turnovers. We can talk about the defensive game plan, which is excellent, which is what we're going to spend most of today's film study on. But no matter what the situation is, no matter what the scenario is, this Tennessee football team, if they pile up consecutive 3 and outs, and if their defense allows offenses to just kind of knick-knack, paddywhack their way down the football field for 12-play scoring drives in 8 minutes, that's it. That's done. It doesn't matter if that happens in the second quarter, first quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. It doesn't matter. As long as that happens, couple 3 and outs, couple long drives, game over. That's exactly what happened. Let's talk about this defense, man. We're going to show a little bit of offensive clips tonight, but we're going to give this defense, this defensive coordinating staff, and this defensive backfield, and this front four, we're going to give them their flowers today because they played their asses off on Saturday, and I think you guys noticed that. I'm going to explain as to how they did it, right? We talked a lot of different ways about not adding safeties to the box, not taking away from the pass support to help out in the run support. They did all of those things and broke all of the rules. They just had the better football players, okay? And of course, they mixed some things up as well. I thought this was a combination of coaches really, really trusting and believing in their football players while also doing things to put them in good positions. They were keyed in on this offense better than most offenses that they play against, okay? Because they spent a lot of time studying them, and it's very, very clear. They knew exactly from down to assignment and alignment. They knew exactly where to be, how to be there, and what to do once they got there. All right, without further ado, hope you guys enjoy what we are doing today in this season, rather, on the platform. If you like it, hit that thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the network. Head over to thegramco.com. Promo code Brooks25 will save you 25% off on the latest and greatest in the Delta 8 and CBD space. Off on that Wake and Bake coffee right now. Good stuff over there at Gramco.com. Promo code Brooks25. Hit it up. Patreon.com/Brooks Austin as well. Appreciate you guys for being here. Let's shut up, dude, and let's grind the tape, man. Super excited to be here with you guys today. Thought they had a great plan, man, and executed it flawlessly. Here's what I love about this defense. How about this? First play of the game, first play of the offensive game, rather, for Tennessee. They come out in what Bama played a little bit last week, right? Flexing the jack. Okay, that's the jack right there. That's Robert Beal. Flexing the jack over the bunch into the boundary, playing a 2-high shell, soft zone, whole bunch of eyes on the quarterback, right? So they open the game, soft zone. They get a little Jalen Hyatt, a little dig route right here. Okay, they give it up, completion, nice run after the catch, right? Making Tennessee think, these guys might line up today, play a little zone, nice pitch and catch, playing on time. Hendon Hooker gets it to his guy. They rally to the football, get him down. Check this out. The very next snap, okay? The very next snap, ball is on the right hash. We get a replay of it. Ball's on the right hash. They give a very similar look. Shouts out to the CBS crew trying to get every single replay they can. Give a very similar look. Now, bunch to the far hash, right? Far hash of the screen right here. Bunch to the top. Check Georgia. Walk down, press man. Malachi starts into the boundary like we freaking said all week they needed to do, right? Roll the safety, play single high, cover one, man-to-man, 6-7 guys in the box. The complete opposite of what they showed first play of the game. And basically for the remainder of the football game, if there's an H-back in the box, this is exactly what the look was. This is, I am not scared of you football. That's what we call this. This is, I'm not scared of you defensive game planning. This is, my guys are going to cover you defensive game planning, despite unnamed sources talking reckless in Pete Thamel's ESPN article, talking about giving up 50 because the DBs are weak. That was the game plan. Walk down, get in their face. We don't care. Tackle them. Okay? We don't care. Tackle them. Obviously, the crowd was a huge thing Saturday. 8 pre-snap penalties. You guys know that. Y'all aren't here for me to break down how loud your crowd was. Y'all get your golf claps too. Y'all get your flowers as well, as you should. Let's go to 057 right here. Hey, look how once the H-back added in. Check this out. H-back's going to add in. I want you to check Smael Mondon's immediate reaction. Watch what he does, and then watch how Javon Bullard kind of plays off as a free defender right here. Smile's going to add in. They're going to play the box real tight, and they don't care. They're coming after it, right? If the H-back's going to stay in on protection, they're going to bring the 5 that are available. And Javon Bullard, check this out. 22 is going to hang out as of right now, okay? He's a free player. Their film study has told them when they pass out of these sets, the H is either slipping into the flat, which will rally to tackle. We'll show you a little bit later. Or, okay, they're working concepts off this way. Or he's adding in and staying in protection. So as the game is progressing, they're noticing that this H-back's just hanging out. So midway through the fourth quarter, when we show you this joker firing and getting a sack, guys, hey, 22's just keying in. He's just paying attention. Y'all only do so many things. You only do so many things offensively. Look, he's just a free player. Now he's bailing into the zones. Here was one of the main primary keys about Saturday. They were absolute straps in open field via tackling. Every time this was happening, okay? Every time a ball was caught, one-on-one matchup, can my guy make your guy miss? Can my guy tackle your guy in space? Georgia whooped that butt on Saturday. Absolutely whipped that butt on Saturday. It's another look at it right here. They were locked in, boys. Hey, this is, man, God, I love seeing this stuff, okay? Hey, they were not afraid also to play cover 2 man, right? Y'all play NCAA, y'all play Madden. Y'all seen 2-man under in your life, right? Man-to-man, 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 okay? He's got the back. 2-man under, playing 2 high safeties, okay? But here is the key. This is their H-back right here. Okay, it's the only reason number 2 was willing and able to walk out over him. That's Georgia Smael Mondon, the outside linebacker. But look at the alignment, guys. He's playing man coverage, indications based off the eyes. He's locked in right on him. He's staring right on him. And he's about 3 yards inside. Now, why could that be? Why would he be stacked so far inside on 3rd and 5, knowing good and well he's got safety help over the top, okay? But he's giving up so much leverage to the top side of the field. Why is that? Well, I'll tell you why. Because they know they have a tendency to slant this H-back on short yardage tendencies. Watch this. Smael Mondon jumps this play. Now I know it's a dead play, partly because the H-back we're just talking about false starts. But these are what I'm talking. This is why your defensive coordinator, this is why your head coach and your football players, because they can pick it up and play it fast on Saturdays, why your guys are different. Okay, the little bitty adjustments, even down to the alignments of your football players. Got a 10-second skip today for some reason. Same thing here. Watch Javon Bullard down on the bottom. We've talked so much this week about these stacked alignments, right? We also told you out of these stacked bunch alignments, they kind of do 4 or 5 different things. They don't do a whole bunch of different things. They do 4 or 5 different things, and they change them on the fly. That's kind of the magic of this offense, okay? But most of their concepts are vertical to clear, okay? and inwards because they can't go outwards. They're on the sideline. They're outside the numbers already, essentially. So we know one's going deep, one's coming in. We talked about that all week. One's rubbing, one's coming in. One's going deep, one's wheeling, one's out and up, and one's coming in. We talked about it all week. So watch 22 right here. Watch him allow Hyatt to kind of almost try to rub him, let him go inside, and then immediately jump back in and drive down on this dig that he's already sitting on just with the inside alignment. Check this out from 22. It's brilliant. It's brilliant, but it's only through film study. He recognizes that dig as fast as humanly possible. Oh, and by the way, they're dropping JDJ as a free defender into the backside of the hook because they know everything's working back in. Check out 10. He's just hovering. He's just hovering, ready to tackle. We're going to 213. Man, even like this possession right here, these two plays are kind of quintessential for what happened Saturday. They get a nice completion. They get right back on the ball. They got Georgia in a havoc play, right? They got Georgia in a havoc play. He's not set. Damn, Javon's got the H all the way over here, and he's damn near on the left hash. They have got you whooped. They have finally, the pace and the success rate has finally gotten you in an opportunity where you are now beat based off alignment. You are playing chaotically. Their pace has created an issue. All right, so typically in weeks past, Tennessee already strike up the damn band, brother. We are scoring right now. Check out what happens on Saturday against Georgia. They got them lit, 2nd and 4. They got everybody out of line. We got a wide open guy in the flat. Wide open guy in the flat. Let's see what it yields. Oh, damn. 4 plays, 5 yards, or 5 yards. They picked up the first down. That's great. That's great. But in weeks past, those have been explosives, right? The 1 or 2, the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times that they catch teams like this, they cook them normally. Cook them normally. Not last week. Not this week, rather. By God, they did against Alabama. They got Alabama too many men on the field calls. It was ridiculous. Check this out. I'm telling you, they were keying this H back like I ain't seen them do somebody in a minute. Okay, this is the H again. He's going to motion in. Watch the response. Watch the immediate response from Deuce. Plugging it up, just absolutely making the read terrible, making that thing bounce out. Great job, Kamari Lassiter, coming downhill and striking right here. Tremendous effort from the young corner. But, hey, they're in straight up man cover 1. Again, as you saw, Javon Bullard motioned over with the H-back. They have no picture here. None. They have no look inside these gaps to do anything. And they got the overhang defender for the H and Javon Bullard free for the back. Kirby Smart talks about getting out-gapped, okay? Having enough bodies for the gaps created by the offense. They were not out-gapped hardly at all Saturday, if at all. Let's see. Tackling. We talked about it all week, right? Got to be able to get these guys on the ground. Got to be able to rally, get them down, right? They tackled better Saturday than they have all year. I don't think there's any question about it. Malachi Starks, who's playing with his hair on fire. Okay, and against other teams, these one-on-one situations have been explosives for them. They won the rep right here, guys. They got your offense and defensive line and their defensive line. They got your defensive line, up the field. They created creases. They got 2 hats on the linebacker. They have beat you. By design, they have won this rep, right? One-on-one with the safety, running back's got to do his job. He can't do it. That was the difference, in my opinion. Because right here, you get 3rd and 6, right? And guess what happens? Hey, we know for a fact, guys, we don't have to cover that long because we send in pressure. The game play told us all week, give me 3 seconds, guys. Give me 3 seconds worth of covering. Get on those guys, stay on those guys, get in their face, disrupt their timing. Do not be scared of them, okay? Do not be scared of them. Get in their face, press them up, make it hard. You don't have to hold for long because guess what? We're going to put bodies at this dude's feet. We are. We're going to put bodies at this dude's feet. Check this out, okay? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. He knows he's got to get it out, and he also knows he's got to get this ball out whilst taking a hit. I told you on Twitter last week, Random Film found it about, 18 hours into film study. I mean, it was Thursday morning studying this offense, and I watched Pitt's defense kind of get some pressure on them. All of a sudden, I start seeing balls go, just start sailing on them. I said, hey, you ain't got to get to him. Just get near him. Watch this. Just get near him, Michael Williams. Just make him feel like he's got something. Put some hands up. Robert Beal, I think that is on the top side. Make him feel like his windows are clouded. And then all of a sudden, what has been a 72% completion percentage guy all year, a Heisman contender, right? A guy that's probably going to be in New York, misses by a yard. Okay? This guy was a different football player Saturday because they got pressure on him. They got pressure on him. And as we're going to show you here in a second, they confused the looks in critical downs. They should have punted on this possession immediately. Immediately. Punt on first down, guys. When you're inside the one, also, hey, hard count. Let's see where they snap this football. I'm curious. Did they hard count? I can't quite remember. It's 18 seconds left on the clock, but, ooh, man. Get some free 5 yards, do something. But this is dangerous, dangerous territory against the Georgia football team. Y'all know that, though. I ain't breaking no news there. Thorson, incredible punt, incredible tackle. Malachi Starks. This is the, again, the freedom that you have, okay? The freedom that only Georgia really had because they have the ability to man up this football team, or had the ability to man up this football team Saturday, for your safety to be willing and able to run down the line of scrimmage and downhill into the alleyway that fast with no fear of having safety help over the top. None. Rally and strike. That was the game plan. Rally and strike from that front side, from Malachi Starks. This is the safety. Y'all know this one. Y'all probably seen it on Twitter all over the last couple days. Big time block shedding right here from Jalen Carter. Just disrupting blocks, getting home. But here's the most important thing. I think they gave him a different look. If I believe so. Maybe not. No, they gave him another man look. Gave him another man look. All up in the face of everybody. Too high. All right, but we talked about this last week too, right? Hitting your shots as an offense. They played way too much cover one, just like you did in this football game, for you not to expose them, right? For you not to work double moves, for you not to tell Ladd McConkey to go cook a DB. All right, so to see this Saturday was good, right? To see Arian Smith burn guys, we knew we didn't call it out directly, okay? But it was an obvious kind of answer, right? The last team to try to play this much one-on-one coverage on you guys was Cincinnati for the most part. And guess what the call was? Put Arian Smith in the slot, let him beat press man coverage and get on top. All right, Ladd McConkey with a great out and up right there. Very similar play he scored against Auburn a couple years back. Very similar play. Corners cooked. Hands were up immediately. But y'all had to have that one, man. Y'all had to have plays like that and answers like that during critical moments after 3 and outs. But check this out. Okay. Let's go to 551. They're getting a little bit of having a slight bit of success right here offensively. And check it out. Georgia hops right back into their zone coverage look that they started the football game with. Here's Bobby Beal all the way out here. Okay, eyes on cue, off man, eyes on cue, 2 deep safeties. All right, jump right back into the zone look for a brief moment. Watch what he does. He's like, crap, I can't find the windows now. Pop, taps the ball, okay, and now he's flushed. Said it last week. I'm not saying Hendon's not going to be okay in the NFL. I'm just saying this offense is predicated on half-field reads, right? This whole system is predicated off their ability to tell their quarterback, hey, when you snap the ball, all you have to do is read this side of the field. We're working over here, okay? Everything over here is dead. We're not even looking at it. So if this isn't open, then maybe we work back to here when all we really got is kind of just trash routes. Most of the time, you're going to end up scrambling your butt if we can't find something on the top side that we actually work. So when you come to the line of scrimmage and all of a sudden, he sees one thing pre-snap and doesn't quite know clearly what zone, who's got what, who's going to be where. Is this guy sitting in the hook? Are they rolling him back? Are they sitting him down? Are they actually going to blitz him? He doesn't know until something happened post-snap. And watch what happens post-snap. He just pats the football, seems a little bit indecisive, okay? Can't quite get to his primary look, and now he's scuffled. Now he's got to run. And then boom, very next snap, check it out. Back into it, back into walk down, bring that thump, 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 let's go, go, go defense, right? They're right back down, bringing 5, linebacker in the box, playing single high, cover 1, getting after it, playing the run on 2nd and 8. So 1st and 10, they give you soft zone, and then all of a sudden 2nd and 8, which is kind of even more of a passing down than a run down. Now all of a sudden they're into a heavy box, cover 1. Dude was probably seeing ghosts all day Saturday. That he was getting so many different looks. Look at the pocket, guys. Look at the pocket. Look at that pocket he's throwing out of. 3rd and 5 right here, hitting a skipper. I told you, bodies around him. Again, you'll hear this come up. You'll hear this come up during the NFL draft evaluation on Hooker. They're going to talk about how, I don't know, man, I didn't love the tape when we put bodies in his face, because that's what the NFL is, bodies in the face. You're going to have bodies around your body all day long. All right, all day long. 626 right here. Back to cover 2, man under, okay? I'm telling you, they mix the looks all day. Here's number 2 out here playing a 5-man box. Now they lighten the box, playing man coverage with 2 high safeties. Again, middle of the field's wide open. All right? So I thought it wasn't just, I mean, obviously there's a lot of man coverage, but it wasn't just one style of man. They were willing to play you in a variety of different ways. Watch number 3 drive on this route. I love this. Okay, so now they're up 18 points, right? Check the score. So now they're up 18 points. So into the bunch, they're going to stay, walked up. Keely's still in press man. But on the top side over here, on that back side, that kind of dead side, if you will, I believe that's Cedric Tillman. Now they're giving him some cushion, right? They're going to give him about 6 yards because they're up a bunch of points. So Tennessee converts the route, comes down on the hitch. But I want you to see number 3 drive in and out of this stem at the top of this route. They're going to run a nice little comeback on him. Okay, he's in what we call bail technique. And watch him drive down on that route. Watch them feet go. Come back down the stem and make a good tackle. Very, very similar concept here. Chris Smith just gets there a tad bit early. I think they call him for the pass interference right here. Okay, we showed you this halfback angle route and what to, it was the passing route concept on Wednesday of last week. We showed you them kind of driving vertically here, okay, and then trying to work the halfback or the H-back angle in behind it, which means you have to press vertically and run with the point man, 22, and you, Chris Smith, have to allow all that trash to clear, get up underneath it, and drive down on this route. He just a hair early. It's tremendous recognition by 29. It's a great job driving down on the route. He's just there a little too early. Sometimes you're too good at your job, 29. That's what I would tell you in film evaluation. Sometimes you're just a little bit too good at what you're doing there, man. Probably maybe didn't expect to clear it that cleanly. Maybe didn't expect to get there that fast. Maybe was expecting the ball there quicker. One or the other. I think it's a good play, bad timing by 29. That's hard to get up underneath them things and recognize all them concepts in front of you that quickly. Weekly, I love Javon Bullard clip right here. I love me some Javon Bullard. Here's the clip of Chris Smith. I mean, you saw that, having to get up underneath the little rub right there just a tad bit early. I freaking love this dude, man. Love this dude. He's even got that walk, that like lurk. You know what I mean? That like I'm finna come, like a honey badger. One of these right here. He even got that walk about him. Check him out. Yeah. Shoulder square. Ah! Come on, Deuce. What we got next? Oh, yeah. I can see why after the game, Mr. Hyatt was like, dog, them boys is physical. I'm hurting, man. They beat the hell out of me for 4 quarters. Watch this. Watch Kamari Lassiter, the redshirt freshman out here, just ain't having it. Ain't having none of that. Block shed, set the edge. Come on. Again, we talked about last week. You cannot allow them to turn 2nd and 8s to 3rd and 1s via some crappy screen. You can't do it. You cannot allow them to throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage and end up in 3rd and 1 converting first downs. It's what their whole offense is predicated on. It's predicated on running the football against light boxes. It's predicated on getting good yak yardage on screen games, and it's predicated on hitting the deep shots. And they did none of it on Saturday. They did absolutely none of it. Georgia shut it all down. Georgia shut it all down. All right, so let's give we're going to 8:31 here in a second. At this point in the football game, okay, at this very point in the football game, Georgia has had the ball 5 times, okay? Let me get here. At this point in the game, Georgia's had the football 5 times, okay? They've fumbled once, they've punted once, a 75-yarder, all right, and they've scored 3 times. Those 3 scoring plays, again, as we told you to start the show, amounted 12 total plays. All right. Now watch what they fitting to do moving forward. Okay. The next 2 offensive possessions, the moment Georgia touches it, after this, 13 minutes off the clock, gone, vanished. Tennessee had it 1 time in between and took 5 minutes of their own time to run 11 plays. Not great, Bob. Not great, Bob. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here's how they did it. We showed you how they opened the game, how they had such great success to start the football game. Here's where it really kind of got out of hand. At this point, it already is out of hand, if you were to ask me. More pressure in his face. They call Keely Ringo for a pass interference. They pick up a first down right there. Ball's moving just a tad bit. All right, ball's moving just a tad bit. Going to 9:29 next. Other key, right? Stopping the run. They are very much so, just like every other offense, sometimes can be a early rundown football team. So when they call quarterback draws, things like that, got to get them down, right? Got to get them down on the ground. Malachi Starks, get him into a 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4, make them sweat it a little bit, right? Make them earn it a little bit. Hey, 2nd and 4, they want to run it again. Boom. Now they're in a 3rd and 2. All right. And we're at home. So guess what? A 3rd and 2 turns into a 3rd and 7 real damn quick. Real damn quick, because the crowd's going absolutely insane, right? What is a 2nd and 3, guys, a 2nd and 3 is fitting to turn into a 3rd and 12. Real quick. Real quick. Bring on that punt unit. Bring on that field goal unit, right? Another false start right there. And then I believe they force an incompletion right there on 3rd and 12. Yep, Javon Bullard again. I mean, never once worried at all about that inward breaking route. Knows he's going to close in on it. Knows he's going to close in on it. And then they get a punt, right? They hold Georgia to a punt after the next possession. Tennessee gets the ball back. They might, if they score right here, I think I heard Gary say, if they score right here, it's a 21-13 game when I rewatched it. You know, still a good ball game, right? You're a 1-score football game. Yeah. It's great. It's great. Except for individual play, great play, right? Insane play. Again, nobody has been able to do this against these guys. The title of this broadcast is that they provided the blueprint. The blueprint is have great football players. That's it. That's the blueprint. Yeah, it's stop them early on rundowns. Yeah, it's get pressure at the feet of the quarterback. Yeah, it's mix the looks. Yeah, it's do all these things. Yeah, it's being gap control and gap sound in the run game. But it's also, yeah, we got 4 guys, 5 guys that we know can absolutely strap out there. We all right. And if we don't lock up, we know we can get home. If we don't lock up, we know we can get home. Guys, at this point in the football game, I mean, I don't want to say it's over. I think there's some good stuff we still got to show you. But, dude, they're about to go on right here. They're about to go on an 11-play, 5-minute drive. I've never seen anything like this on a box score. It takes up 5 minutes. They run 11 plays. They gain 25 yards. This is a clinic of keep everybody in front of you. Watch this. This football team is just absolutely scratching tooth and claw, just trying to get anything, just trying to get yards, because the defense had created so much pressure at this point in the football game that they felt they couldn't even try the deep shots. Not only were y'all doing a great job covering them, But y'all were getting pressure at the dudes at such a high rate and so quickly that they had no chance to go deep. So everything starts getting underneath. It's why you see a team in Tennessee who average scoring drive, I think, was like 90 seconds coming into this football game. Suddenly they hold the ball for 5 minutes on 3 different drives, yielding in 3 points. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. And this is it. This is it. It's, yeah, you can have 4 yards. Yeah, you can have 5 yards. Yeah, you can have 4 yards. Oh, shit. False start. That sucks. Oh, sack. That sucks. Like, that was the whole premise of these next 2 or 3 drives in the whole second half. They fought tooth and nail for every single yard the whole third and fourth quarter. All the while, Georgia's offense is just saying, da, 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 da. Body blows. Body blows. I want to talk about these 2 plays from Warren Brinson. I tweeted about him. I want to give him love on the broadcast. Don't think he gets enough love. Everyone sees all the sacks. I know he's a flash player. I know he's a high-end player. I know he has plays that he takes off. I get it. I see it, Coach. I watch it. I understand. He needs to be on the field more. I don't know how you get him on the field more. He needs to be on the field more because he does stuff like this. Against good football teams, he resets guards, sheds blocks, stands in there, just bends that back against a double, holds that run on 2nd and 15, all right? And he's a violent, explosive pass rusher as well. 97, you get your flowers, son. Everyone sees the next sack, right? Sorry about Michael. Not even going to talk about these Fendries is what we'll call them. If anybody's a Levitar fan, they'll get that one. Here he is again, 97 at the top of your screen. Over that right tackle, he's going to get an inside stunt. All right, work back inside of that tackle, keep shedding the block. And this is what I call the football gods rewarding you, right? The previous snap we just showed you, he stood in there, bent that back, right? Held up in that run game, was doing that selfless tackle for gain stuff, right? That nobody sees it. The only person that saw it was the guy in the box with the binoculars calling out the players that made the tackle. Nobody cares. But the football guys reward you with a sack on the next play because he's pushed right into you. He just steps right up. So if I am speaking to Warren right now, okay, if I'm speaking to Warren right now, this is the microcosm of football, in my opinion, okay? This is, I do believe in football, baseball gods. I do believe that gift sacks and bonus sacks and things that just fall into your lap, those things are all a product of luck, right? But they're also a product of you working your ass off constantly over and over again, right? So you right here on 2nd and 15, being an absolute savage right here, being an absolute savage, holding that double team, okay? That yielded results on the next play. Obviously, you get the tackle there. That's great. I know we're all hung up on the buffering, but you get the tackle there. You're rewarded with the pressure from your teammates giving you a sack opportunity on the next play, okay? So, long and short, 97. Play like your hair's on fire every down, and a lot more of these things will happen. Okay? A lot more of these things will happen. This is the last one I wanted to show. Again, we got to give flowers when we can, where we can. Boom. End of show. But before you go, I got to tell you some stuff. If I can get off the screen here. Hey, I want to thank everybody for last week. Y'all showed up and showed out. Needed to be elite, had to be elite on this network, needed to be elite, and you were. So we appreciate you for being there. If you're headed to Starkville, holla at your boy. We'll be in town. For Brooks Austin, for the Film Guy Network, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Head over to patreon.com/Brooks Austin. We'll be hanging out with those folks here soon. Appreciate you guys. Love you. See you. Cancel the broadcast, you idiot. He can't find the mouse. See you.